Let's add a new story. So what happens? Whoa, now we have something of this kind. We can add a caption. Oh, no, not that. Let's write something fairy tale. Okay, let's write Mahabharat. Okay, and then drag a sheet here. No, not Mahabharat. That's not adequate. Let us add equity markets. And then we can drag a sheet here. So let's click on sheet 1 and let's bring it over here. Yep. So this is what we have generated. Okay, not financial market side. Oh wait, we'll make this medical analysis. Okay, so that is a caption that you have added over here, and then for your story, of course. And then we have the dashboard. So we drag the sheet over here. You can drag this to add text over here. So what text do we wish to add here? In the description, this is all center aligned. I'll make this left aligned. We can insert the sheet name, workbook name, blah blah blah. So out here, insert. What's a sheet name? That's medical analysis for diabetics. Okay, that is how I'm presenting this. I click OK. So that got over here. You can drag it over here and we can put it over here wherever you want to. Okay. And after this is done, what more can we add? We can show the title. And so this is how your storyboard you can develop on this. This is a first story. If you want, to add additional stories out here. But then that is sheet, an additional sheet that we created. Sorry. So let us come here and remove this. We'll delete this. Yeah, that's the story. So I click on second story. Then I can click on, what is this? That's your dashboard. So I can create another dashboard. So you can see here, we have one sheet over here, one dashboard, two dashboards. So we have two dashboards and two stories over here. So depending upon what you intend to do, you can add as many types of dashboards and as many type of stories. Out here I opened only one single sheet, but if I want, I can open additional sheets also, and then we can import those sheets accordingly for the dashboard or the story requirement that we have. Let's go back to story 1. After coming on story, clicking on story, we come here, we click on the format. So what kind of format do we intend to have? The default format is something that we stick to. Otherwise, if you all want, we can have it a yellow dashboard over here, or maybe this colored. More colors, when you click, it will show you different kinds of colors. Anyway, let's cancel it. And so fine. When you click on the title, it is a Tableau regular format. So this title format is this. If you want, you can select other formats also. So for, suppose I like Vadana. Okay, do we have a Vadana over here? No, yeah, yes we have. So I click on Vadana. So this will be what format? Yeah, the font size is 18. You can make it bold or italics, underline, and that's it. So I select Vadana. The alignment can be left, right, or center. The shading, you can choose the shading you want to have. So this format that we have here is what I want this to be, Vadana. Okay, so that is one thing. And then you can also add borders. So if I click on this, oh yeah, we have added, no, we've not added any borders here, but, and then we have the navigator also. The text objects are also given over here. Alignment, shading, border. You click on clear. So all these formats will disappear. So let's click on clear. Yeah, see. So all the formatting is gone. And format story. So whatever story you select, you can always go there and you can perform the formatting for it. Once you have done the formatting, you can save your story, and then thereafter you can go ahead or save it. So this is what we have as far as story is concerned. What more we can copy the image, we can export the image. Let's copy the image. Not created any image as such really, but it's not okay. Let's do one thing. Let us export the image. Click on export. Yeah. So it is telling us this is the PNG format that it will export, and if you want, you can save it as what? JPEG format also, BMP is also, EMF enhanced meta file. Let's select it on JPG format. And I'm saving this as story 1 for what? Tableau, and I click save. Let's go on the desktop. So that is a JPG format. I'll double click on this, and in the earlier case, we saw how we can export any particular file format as a presentation. And out here, we are taking a view, or we are taking a photograph, and we are exporting it as a JPG format or BMP format. Now, the important thing, what is the file size? That's 33 KB. And suppose if I wish to save this, no, not save it, if I wish to export this image as a PNG format, let's see what will be the file size. Generally speaking, there won't be much of a change in the file size. Yeah, see out here, we are not seeing much of a difference. But okay, this was just meant for your understanding. Let's rename this as a JPEG. This is one thing that can also be understood and taken note of. Then what more do we see? We can click on show title, we can deselect it. So if we deselect it, then there is nothing over here that is coming up. Let's go back and let's click on show title. It's giving us a story title. And yes, out here we saw this. Now let us do one thing. Let us click on file and let us click on the print. Yeah, let's Microsoft print to PDF. Let us print this and see it. Now this is the active sheet, right? So I'll click on print. Yes, we'll save it over here. Story 1. Let us save it and see how it shows. Different kinds of file menu. It is important to, if we get a chance, we can always show it with the examples. So it becomes easier for you all to understand from the learning perspective. So I click on story 1 and yep. Oh, where is the PDF format? Okay, we have Microsoft Edge. I click OK here. This is the PDF format in which we were able to export a story. So this is just one such example. We can take many complicated examples and create a more efficient PDF format. So that is what we have as far as the story menu is concerned. What more can we show over here? Nothing really. I think this is, and if I click on clear, all of this is gone. But never mind, this is what we have. Again, if you want, you can open another sheet and you can bring that sheet and drag and drop it over here. We have opened a relatively simpler sheet. So rows and columns we have. And this is the sheet that we opened. And these are the tables. If you want, you can retain these tables. You can add to the sheet. Also convert it to discrete formats, dimensions. You can change the data types, geographic role. So these are the different changes that you can make to your tables. When we speak of the sheets, the same set of changes could be made to your sheet data also. So we can come here, right click it, and we can reset the cards. Yeah. If you want, you can remove these. You can remove it by right clicking on this. So okay, this is what we have as far as the story is concerned. Let us click on analysis. So what do we have on analysis? We can view the data. We can click on stack marks. These are different options, submenus and features available under the analysis. Click on total, show grand totals. Do we have anything to show in the grand totals? No, not yet. Never mind. You can also go and click on what? Trend lines. Show all trend lines. But we don't have any trend lines that we can show here. Or they did generate a trend line over here. They have given the R-square value and the P value. Not applicable. And then we come here. We can click on what? Special values. Table layout. We can show empty rows and columns. Explain data. What does it show here? Okay. Now this explanation. Okay. Number of records. This does not have much significance from our learning perspective, so I'm not taking it into much details. You can use the filters. You can use the sum of diabetes. You can take the sum of different variables that are put up over here. And filters, yeah, we have done info properties for the missing value, cycle fields, swap rows and columns. So if I click on this, what happens? Yeah, the rows and columns change. Earlier the columns was, in rows we had these two. Now they are part of the columns. So when you change the rows and columns, your this will also change. The file formatting and the sheet formatting changes. Does that change bring about corresponding change in your dashboard? Yes, it does. Out here we have skin thickness on the y-axis and diabetes on the x-axis. The same thing is applicable here as well. Okay, we don't need this dashboard number 2 and story number 2. So I'll right click here, I'll scroll up here and I'll click delete. The same thing I'll do on the dashboard too. Right click, scroll up and click on delete. If you want, you can also name these worksheets, but okay, for now I'm not going into all that. Let us understand the file menus first. Depending on the data that you have, these will be activated. So like, not all the data that we have here would show us the different visualizations that we're able to see here. On the analysis, fine. So this is what we have as far as the analysis part is concerned. If we click on view data, yeah, see, now that is the data that is available over here. Skin thickness, this outcomes is this format, and diabetes is what 362.40. These are the measure values that they were provided. Yeah, see, now that is the data that they showed us, the data that we have input, and they are showing us over here the number of rows, show aliases, show all fields. If you want, you can export all of it. So when you export it, it will be in the CSV format. Supposedly, if you export it on desktop out here, let's save it. So what happens when we export this entire data here? Well, we see it over here in the CSV format. Percentage of column. So if I click on row, if I click on percentage of row, these are the values that are changing. So the measure values, okay, of the columns and the rows, they can be modulated and changed depending in terms of percentage or how you want it. So again, we click on analysis, we click on percentage, we click on row in pane and column in pane. So if I select on row in pane, this is the pane. In row pane, again, it depends what variable you have selected here. Okay. In row, yeah, we can clear the shelf. Okay. If you clear the shelf, the measure names will disappear. So let us demonstrate it. If I clear the shelf, yeah, see, most of the column names have disappeared. They have disappeared. Again, out here, I clear the value. So this is how you are generating your analysis. What more can we do here? Okay, click on none. That is what you have as far as your analysis menu is concerned. And fine, then let's move on to the map and the formats. So Windows and help 1, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 more menus that are remaining. And then thereafter, I'll also pick you all with the save control, the data sources, pause, updates. These are the simpler features that will not be too difficult for you all to understand.